All right, which led us to something we've been waiting for, but haven't been waiting for, but we have been waiting for. But yeah. And that was on Sunday on our Stars Play was the release of Power Book 3 Raising Kanan. Welcome to South Jamaica, Queens.
I didn't watch it, just to let you know.
Well, your first spoiler, Nate, the intro song, innit?
Bad boy.
Like,
Bad
I
boy.
fully spot but you know what? I actually liked it, you know.
It's sick, innit?
Yeah, I liked it. And it's still got that, obviously it's still 50 Cent, it's still got that vibe that he raps in. So I'm like, no, I dig this, man. I could do with it, innit? Like, I'm not offended.
I'm not offended, but bruv, you know, like I was thinking, if I press play, they're gonna go, this is a big rich town. So I was thinking, all right, cool. Then when it didn't come, I said, hold on, this is sick. Had to rewind it a couple of times. I said, okay. Like, I think 50's sick on those type of beats.
Yeah. And you know, and that's the thing. If you didn't say that, I reckon I would have noticed about halfway through the song, because it's weird. It's like, it sounds very similar to Big Rich Town.
Yeah.
But I think it's got a 90s touch to it as well. But I thought, it wouldn't really make sense for them to put Big Rich Town if it's in the past, isn't it, really, as well? So they smashed it.
Yeah. And this one, all right, sorry, Richie ain't watched it, but where basically it's a prequel and it's about raising Kanan. Okay. So, spoiler alert, it's about raising Kanan. All right. It's not now, because you know what it is? I think a lot of people, the end of Power, remember they did the kind of trailer at the end of Power, the original one.
Yeah.
And it showed that a young Tommy, young James St. Patrick and all the rest of it.
Yeah.
And you thought this is what this show was going to be about.
Yeah.
But this show is about raising Kanan. Yeah. And what they've said is that basically Tommy and Ghost are about 5-6 years younger than Kanan.
How old is Kanan in this one?
Kanan's about 14.
Yeah.
So Tommy and Ghost are like in primary school playing with crayons and shit.
Yeah.
So we're not going to expect to see them. So I think that's my opening thing is I'd say, don't go there. Don't watch it expecting to see anything to do with Tommy and Ghost right now. I don't even think they're going to be secondary characters that you bump into in the street.
Might just show them at the end or something, innit?
Yeah, I think they'll be at the end of series 2. You know, that kind of thing. I don't think they're not a part of it.
Yeah.
So this is literally 50, Kanan, basically.
So how many episodes are we saying this has got?
I don't know. I think usually they do about 10 episodes per series, a season.
Okay.
And they're probably slapping a mid-season break or whatever. But this is basically about back in the day. And there's a bit where they talk about Kanan when he was younger. I do apologize. Guys, I'm so sorry. It was the ginger beer. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Belched, you know.
Bro, I tried. Shut up, man. They didn't know what that was. I could have said anything.
Bro, that was something. I was like, hey.
You could just said a frog jump past or something.
That's what I'm saying. Like, Merv already knows he's got frogs in the garden. We would have just got away with it, bro. We would have got away with it.
Could have photoshopped it
in. So we've had, it goes back in the day. So before Kanan was even like 14, 15, it goes to when he was younger, when he first kind of was on the streets or whatever. And he's like, and you also, JukeBox is in this. Do you remember JukeBox's cousin?
Yeah.
Remember the girl cousin who was pretending to be a police officer?
Oh yeah, that role. Yeah.
JukeBox is in it. And there was a bit where basically he's getting rushed like by these older boys, these bigger boys, and they think they've taken his lunch money from him. And he's just getting whacked up and they're like, shut up, blah, blah, blah. But he's kind of still coming for it, but he's getting beaten up in it. And then basically, like, he ends up running home. And JukeBox is like, you can't run. Like, you know, like, she's just vexed. Like, once you run, bro, they know you're an idiot. You can't run. Goes home. His mum sees him, like, what are you doing? He's like, mum, they took my money. I told you don't tell no one about my money. I didn't tell no one. But I bet you spoke about it, whatever. The mum just opens the drawer, opens the sock, bro, puts a couple of batteries for one of the toy, ties it up. So we're going back to the park now. now. And she's like, look,
That easy, though.
you either deal with them or you deal with me.
Jeez,
Bruv.
yes, mum.
He goes to the park and just starts laying them out with the sock and the batteries, bro. He was whipping them like they were runaways, bro. I said, this is something else. But yeah, I think it's like, it was good. It was interesting. Then you go back 5 years later or whatever, and he comes back and he's kind of like a 14-year-old who is very, very clever.
Yeah, it's got that potential in it.
And he's got potential to go into like prep school, whatever, them kind of Ivy League schools and the rest of it. But he doesn't really want to because he feels that he needs to be there for his mum because it's just him and his mum.
Yeah.
Got a couple of uncles or whatever. Family business. Almost kind of reminded me a little bit of Power Book 2 in that sense.
Yeah, reminded me of what's her name? Monet, innit?
Yeah, kind of reminded me of Monet's
yeah,
family kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm not going to ruin it too much for you, Rich, because you haven't watched it, and probably people that have been listening to us may not have known that it's even come out. Because there was only I've seen a few posters on the buses or whatever, but it hasn't been overly promoted yet. I don't think.
Yeah. Do you know what's cheeky though? How they had them at the start, Power Universe, isn't it? I figured that's how you're going on, yeah.
Yeah, this is what he wants. He wants a Power Universe, bro.
He promises Power Universe.
50's coming. He said, look, he reckons from January to December, you'll never be too far away from a Power. Like there'll be Power Book 1, Power 2. Like, I mean, he's looking to take over.
I know he's gonna go and contact what's his name, Kevin Feige. Yeah, we say, man, we say it's still business, man. It's still business.
Yeah, how do I get this time thing in? I want to get these time jumps in. How does that work?
Imagine, go and borrow some characters from there, innit? Like,
yeah. But it was interesting. It was definitely interesting. And obviously, it being Power, they have to throw in a random sex scene that hasn't really got nothing to do with anything.
Yes. That reminded me. What's her name? Naomi Clark, man, from 90210. If anyone watched that.
No, they watched that.
She as well. I can't remember.
Yeah, she was the girl, isn't it? She was the woman.
Ah, okay. Yeah.
I thought, no, I should just wrong to see you naked. Just completely wrong.
Yeah, it's just there doing random sex scenes.
I'm
JukeBox
fully
is in it,
now.
and JukeBox is a lesbian as well, which is quite interesting.
But she was.
I think she might have been in the
No, she was. Yeah.
But yeah, so like she's kind of seeing this white girl and that kind of stuff. It was good. I like the fashion. I think the fashion's done well.
Yeah.
Like they look like that era.
Yeah.
The mum's hair, everything. They just look like they're from that generation. So yeah, like I said, I thought it was really good. I thought it was interesting.
It was good, man. Yeah.
It was good. I want to see how it goes on. It transpires for the next couple episodes, whatever. But you can see that Kanan, he wants to be bad, innit?
Yeah, it's true. It's like
he wants to be bad.
Yeah.
You think that's because of his mum or?
He wants to protect her, innit?
Yeah, he wants to protect her, basically. Like he just wants to protect her and the rest of it. And I thought it was a little bit wild how they became like just shooters and them thing there. Like,
yeah, it's just random, innit? Like
considering they that's not who they are. I thought, okay, you've gone.
Unless they were trained throughout the years, who knows? Maybe. Yeah, like, but yeah, it was a bit strange.
Then mum wants to start teaching you. No, hold it at the bottom. Do you know what I mean? I thought, okay, this is it's not this kind of stuff I do with my mum. No, I'm gonna keep it 100. I'm gonna keep it 100, bro. Where my mum was not teaching me how to be a shooter, bro.
Come here, boy.
Like I'm gonna teach you to be a shooter. No, literally. You know, like 50 held it like he was one of them Ute man. You know, like you watch it in the TV shows, like, what are you doing, bro? Like he said, no. Mum said, no, this hand's there to steady it. You hold it, you fight. I said, okay.
Break yourself, fool.
Yeah. So if I ever have to try and shoot it, I'm going back to that pose. But yeah, it was interesting. You saw lots of different people. I want to see how next week goes on, to be honest.
Yeah. I can't lie, man. Power's always, the first series gave it a lot of flack in it, but I'm actually always excited to watch Power in it every week, man.
Power's big, man. Power's big.
And it gives us content for the next 10 weeks as well, guys.
I should tell my moms about it, mate.
I'm not even say nothing. Mom, have you watched it? Of course I've watched it. Rappers in it, Joey Badass is in it. So he's also in it. So yeah, let's see how it goes. That's unique. That's the other person. You know the person that she goes against.
Oh yeah, I know you're talking about. Yeah.
The one who goes against. That's he's a rapper called Joey Badass.
Cool.
And it was, like I said, basically Kanan gets involved because of a misunderstanding. His mum hasn't told him something. he doesn't know, and because he doesn't know, he reacts in a certain way.
Yeah.
And now we're having to deal with the kind of after effects of that.
Gosh.
All right, cool. But yeah, it's Power Book 3, Raising Kanan.